And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the semi-finals or semi-finales of PiGosaur Monday number 13, the final PiGosaur Monday of the year of 2024. It has been a long and intense year. Honestly, for me, it flew by. I can't believe how quickly 2024 ended. It was just a non-stop. It was just one big cast. In my mind, it was just one big cast. And then it's still going. The cast is still going on. But here we go. We're diving into our semifinals and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ultra Love. We have our South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Weibo Gaming. It is a herO. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the American Protoss player, the Red Protoss. It is Astrea. And you know what time it is. If you're in the chat, it is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will take the series. Best of luck in the chat with those predictions. And coming into this, I do favor herO. But I mean, it's a PvP. Could go either way. Could go either way here as Astrea goes for Nexus first. He's crazy. Nexus first out of Astrea. This is the greediest build you can go for. You cannot get greedier than a Nexus first here in a PvP. So Astrea, he cuts every single corner you can imagine, and herO has to make a choice. He sees the greed. How does he respond? How does herO respond? So far, going for a gateway into a cyber core. Standard economics. I mean, he was already opening up economically. Double gas into a cyber core into a later expansion. herO throws down the pylon. And herO, he has to one base all in, right? On the one hand, it has to be an all in, but the cyber core is delayed, and this hits a little bit later. But herO, he knows he has to punish this in some way. The problem, though, is again, we're on Ultra Love. There we go, second pylon on the high ground for herO. Does disrupt the initial Sim City. You can see as herO, Astrea, he's looking for that pylon, does find it. Backup Zealot on the way. And do we see the proxy robo or the proxy gateway? Stargate back at home. Ooh, standard opener out of herO. He does lay his expansion, but he's going for the Stargate. Now, the goal of the Stargate is to get economic damage with the Oracle to get some probe kills. If it doesn't, then herO's just going to fall behind. He's just going to fall behind from here. So a crazy start out of Astrea. He's crazy. With light, he's an ethereal being. Don't believe his green screen stories. True. Smudge. That's how we get away with no sleep. You're not wrong. Aye. Fun fact when it comes to no sleep, we do have another cast in how many hours? In 8 hours. In 8 hours, we have another cast. And I was offered another cast after that, like 5 hours after our next cast. And I'm tempted to go for it, but at the same time, sleep would be nice. So it's a hard. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll be honest. I've yet to decide. I've yet to decide if we're gonna cast 3 events today or just 2. So we'll see. For those who don't know, in 8 hours, we're going to be casting the Ducklings Showdown. That is a show match series, a bit of a celebration for the Ducklings at the end of the year. We're going to be hosting a show match between Koreans, Europeans, and Americans, or North Americans. So 3 show matches. 3 best of 5s, and that is going to bleed into the new year. But after that event, there's another event happening called the New Year's Cup. Oh my god, as the Oracle does get into the main! The shield battery is too late, and probes are going down. 6 probe kills, very nice damage by herO. The Oracle gets away, gets 6 worker kills, very nicely done. And with that, the worker counts even up. Astrea, he was up 6 probes, now no longer. Now the worker counts have evened up. herO, he's done enough damage, and he's not done, by the way. Now he has a second Oracle. Second Oracle has arrived. Now he can one-shot probes. Now even a shield battery is not going to be enough. As he pokes in, nothing in the main. More probes are going to go down. And Astrea is being punished for his greed. As that's going to be another 2 probe kills. Oracles, they get away. You can see Astrea is trying to hunt down that Oracle. Can he get it? He can. He gets 1. Whew. Nice pick up. He gets 1 Oracle. Not bad. Astrea gets something for his troubles. Meanwhile, across the map, herO, he's just going to be turtling up on 2 bases, getting his tech, and Twilight Council into Blink. Meanwhile, a 3rd Oracle has arrived, which means he can still one-shot probes. He's going for the natural. He's still not done. He's still hunting for more damage, for more probes. And he's going for it. He's going for the natural. Oh, and he's going to be wreaking havoc. Astrea late to respond. 5 more probe kills. Ay, ay, ay. herO just pulling Astrea apart. And again, even though Astrea started things off with a greedy build with an economic lead, now it's been stripped away. Now herO, he does maintain the economic lead himself. He's up 4 probes. He's up 4 workers. He will maintain that lead. Astrea to catch up. He's going to try to go for a faster third. Probe is on the way. So fast third base for Astrea. He's trying to recover. I believe Astrea has no tech. Yeah, no. Oh, okay. He has Blink. Blink on the way. Blink just started. Astrea can now expand. As he's trying to hunt down that Oracle. There it is. There's the expansion. Oracle taking a lot of hits. There's only 1 Oracle left. But, I mean, despite that, Astrea is still trying to build back up. And we'll see where herO takes this. Now, herO, he knows that the third base is being taken. He's aware. So he could try to punish it and just go for a 2-base all-in. For now, going for a 2-gate setup. Sorry, going for 2 extra gateways, going into a 4-gate setup. herO has the option. He has the option to throw down extra gateways or to expand. 24-hour stream. No shot. No shot. I mean, we're already going to be celebrating New Year's on stream. I don't know if I want to keep going. I was in the middle of saying it, but after the Ducklings showdown, after our show matches, a couple of hours after that, there's going to be a New Year's Cup, which is a European focused event. It's going to be focused on the European region, the European scene. And we did cast it last year, but yeah, we'll see if we cast it this year as well. So now here he does start a step forward. He does have the Stalker advantage. He's taking down, focusing down Stalker after Stalker. And he's just out trading Astrea. And he is breaking through. Reinforcements have arrived though. Astrea, he's holding on. He does hold. He does defend. Even punches herO. Very nice pickups here towards the end. Catching 3 extra Stalkers. Nice control by Astrea. herO, he no longer has a Stalker lead. Immortal has arrived. And here he is. Oh god, no! Stasis goes off. Catching every single Stalker. And here he can go into the natural. He's breaking through. He's breaking through into the natural base. Depowering the gateways. Depowering the robot. That is Narcosis Pylon. Going for the Immortal. Ay, ay, ay. That was, again, if it wasn't for the Stasis, then Astrea, he holds. Stasis is about to run out. But very nice damage from herO. Denies the warp in. Blinks away. Getting his third base up and running. And here he's even catching up with his own Immortal production. Ay, ay, ay. Now Astrea is still on the road to recovery. I was going to say he's up 2 pros, now he's up 1. Bleeding out more workers. Astrea has a slight lead when it comes to +1, when it comes to upgrades. Gateway explosion for Astrea. Well, meanwhile, here he takes a 4th base. 4th expansion on the way. Oh my god, not again. Astrea bot forward. Don't get baited again. Astrea pulls away. You're catching the observer. There, oh, he sees. Thankfully, he does notice. And baits out the stasis trap. Behind this, we can see herO with a greater base count, able to tech up in towards Chargel Archon, getting into the mid game. Likewise, Astrea, he has yet to tech himself. There we go. Now going for his own Templar Archives. So both players are headed in the same direction. From Mass Blink Stalker into Chargel Archon Immortal. No one is rushing into Disruptors. But it can be quite awkward to defend these fringe bases. So here he's splitting up. Astrea even splitting up. Spreading out. I'm surprised we aren't seeing like 3,000 save traps each PvX game. We do. Depending on the opener, I should emphasize. Like, for example, there's only one oracle left here for herO. If he did retain his oracles, if you remember throughout this game, I mean, we can see here, he lost 3 oracles already. If those oracles survived into the mid game, then we would be seeing like just massive fields of stasis traps. Like that has been happening. But not this game, as the oracles did go down. Meanwhile, Astrea going for a massive warp into the main. It doesn't quite achieve too much here, as the army was in position. So nice defense by herO. But because Stargate openers are so prevalent in Protoss versus Zerg, that's where you see them most often. Like these like fields of stasis traps all over the place. Just because triple Oracle openers are so common. Stargate openers are much more rare against Terran, so you don't really see that as often, anywhere near as much. As the final Oracle goes down. Cool, does fall. herO moving out. Yo, Dark Shrine on the way for Astrea. Let's go. herO pushing in. Dipping between the bases. Astrea collapsing and even trying to come in from behind. And Astrea's trying to get into all those Archons. Archons are going to be targeted down. Let's go Hallucinated Colossus. They try to help out. They provide some high-ground vision. But for the most part, Astrea, he should be able to hold on. Yeah, he should hold. It takes out the final Archon. Zealous they break through. He's getting on top of the Immortals. At least trying to. Zealot reinforcements come in from herO. And the Immortals, 2 of them go down. Massive pickoffs. There's 1 Immortal left for both players. And Astrea, does he dive on it? Up. Not quite. Yeah, there we go. Does dive, does target it down. With reinforcements, herO, he might barely have enough. It's close. It's a very close fight. Both players bleeding out both Immortals. herO holding on. And so does Astrea. Both armies back off. Astrea going for a big DT counter attack. Okay. Has potential. Is there an observer for herO? He does. He does have 1 towards the left-hand side. Observer's not quite in position. There's no cannon in the natural. There's no cannon anywhere, actually. Sorry, there's a cannon in the main. But Zels and DTs, they warp in. Cannon's going to go down. herO, he hits bottom right. Astrea, he hits top left. Workers are falling. And I actually do favor Astrea here. herO, he gets 1 base, but Astrea, he gets 2. Yeah, depowering the production. The main base is under fire. Massive warp in. And Astrea could always recall. So can herO, but he was losing so much more. Astrea, he wants the Archon. Does target it down. Very nice target firing. herO's going to try to keep going. Did kill 25 probes. Sorry, 26 probes going down across the map, actually. And herO's committed to the base trade. He just commits. Breaks down the 3rd. Likewise, herO's 3rd base also going to be going down. Voids are being pulled. And herO, he will eventually force Astrea out of the main. Does force him out. Yeah, but from here, Astrea, he's just achieved so much more. Yeah, the 3rd base even survived. Oh my god. 3rd base lives. 3rd base does survive. herO, he's all in at this point. He's completely all in. herO does have the slight army lead. That is true. He's slightly ahead in the army. Ooh, a rough move command. Oh my god. Astrea bleeding out a couple of Stalkers. That was a rough move command here from the Protoss, from the red Protoss even. Astrea coming in from the left, shaving off some Zealots, avoiding those Immortals. That is 3 Immortals for herO. Has a pretty hefty army. And Astrea has to take it slow. He has to take it slow. The expansion goes down. 3 base versus 3 base. The base count is even. Astrea warping in across the map. Bold move. And here he's going for that 3rd expansion. The Immortals are exposed. Massive pickoffs. The Immortals are going to go down one after the other. And Astrea, he will shut down this army. herO does not have enough left. And Astrea looking to take the series, looking to take the first game here. Again, he had a wild, greedy opener. herO was able to punish it. We had a back and forth. But herO took some rough trades, some rough fights. We ended up in a weird base trade. And herO will lose everything. herO loses his army across the map. The 1DT takes down the expansion. Up, he's so close. Oh my god, he gets it. Nexus goes down. And herO has nothing left. He has nothing left at this point. GG gets called, and Astrea will take game number 1. GG. GG again. It was a very intense game, very back and forth. When it came to the base trade, as we were mentioning, even though herO was killing bottom right, he was losing 2 bases at once. Like, herO was losing that much more. It wasn't just that. Because the main base was on fire, the production was also being depowered. So herO, he couldn't actually spend a lot of his money, not as much as Astrea, of course. So he couldn't reinforce, he couldn't keep his counterattack going. And with that, Astrea starts off with a lead. Very nice. Very nicely done. And Astrea, he needs one more game here to claim the series. We'll see if he can. We'll see if he can take down herO 2-0. We'll see if he can make it to the grand finals. Personally, regardless of how this goes, I would love to see an ace match. I'd love to see a game 3. I mean, I'm greedy like that. Just want all the games. But the pressure is on herO. Pressure is on. Here we go. As we have our map of choice, game 2 is going to be on ley lines. But are you as greedy as Astrea? True. Yo, Astrea going for the... I mean, Astrea, he was punished. If you remember, he was punished for his greed, like 100%. Like, herO, he was tearing Astrea apart at the start of the game. It was wild. But that now leads us into game number 2. Meanwhile, looks like we have some updates coming in. Cure takes down Shin 2-1. With that, we have 3 Protoss, 1 Terran in the semifinals. It did go to the ace match, though. Shout out to Shin for forcing the game 3 against Cure. But Cure does take it, and we have the upper semis happening at the same time. It is going to be a best of 3 between MaxPax and Cure. And again, if our series is faster, then we might be able to wrap this up and catch the tail end of MaxPax versus Cure. But now that we're focusing on our PvP and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of ley lines, we have the American Protoss player leading the series 1-0. It is Astrea. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Weibo Gaming, WBG, down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back and force the ace match. It is herO. Let's go. Let us go. As this time there is no ramp. There is no ramp coming into the naturals, so we should be seeing 2 gate openers all around. What I will say is that herO has been going for these greedy gate cybercore openers recently, but there it is. 2 gate opener out of herO, 2 gate opener out of Astrea. herO, he moves out with the probe, and this is looking like a fake proxy pylon. As the probe is out on the map, and we should soon be seeing that pylon thrown down. We'll see if it's real or fake, as herO does move a little bit closer to the edge of the map. And depending on its location, this is not a bad location for a proxy robo, which means this could be a 1 base all in. Oh, okay. herO, he's in position again, relatively close by ground. Astrea, he goes out. Let's go. Okay, proxy versus proxy. herO, he's outside of the third. Meanwhile, Astrea, he's in the natural. Let's go. Send it. We're going full NA. What's it going to be? Stargate or Robo? The Cybercore is just now finishing. Huh. What's it going to be? What is it going to be here? There it is. Proxy Robo. 1 base all in. So herO, he's going for the 1 base all in. Astrea going proxy Stargate in the natural of herO. Now, this is not an all in. I mean, it's very aggressive, don't get me wrong. It's very committed is what I will say. But this should be for proxy Oracle to get economic damage and to cripple the economy of herO. Meanwhile, back at home, Astrea, has he scouted? He hasn't even scouted. He hasn't checked to see if the pylon is missing. Astrea, he's playing blind. Doesn't really know what's going on. You can see Astrea, he's scouting the northern side. Does scout the northern side, checking the vision here. Here he scouts. Yeah, he scouts, he confirms, he gets eyes on the Stargates. He's aware of what's going on, and he does force a cancel. A brutal moment here for Astrea. Stargate gets cancelled. Astrea, he's expanding. Again, he doesn't know. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know that it's a one base all in. He's still in the dark. Here, he's supply blocked. Okay, breaks out of the supply block. Adepts get spotted. And I feel like Astrea's in trouble. Now, thankfully, this is not going to be Immortal first. It's going to be a Prism first. Prism into Adept Harass, initially for herO. Astrea is still scouting, still trying to figure out what's going on. Astrea is going for his own rover back at home. And we'll see if Astrea can hold. See if he can survive. As the War Prism has arrived. And herO is making his way into the main. There are some units to defend. Now Astrea realizes what's been happening. He's aware. Prism takes a lot of hits. Nice target firing out of Astrea. The Prism! Oh my god. Takes some hull damage. Rough moment there for herO once again. We'll get away to what I say, shade into the mineral line. Very nicely done. Probes are going down. herO, he's committing, of course. He's going into Immortal production. Astrea does confirm that the robo is researching with its building. The Immortal has arrived. And we'll see if Astrea can keep up. He does take down the Prism. Prism goes down. Massive pickup. Does force a recall. Another Stalker does fall. As it say, shade into the mineral line. Astrea just being pulled apart at this point. Is being pulled left and right. Leading out 7 probes. But he does clean up the army at least. Does take down the army. The Immortal is exposed. Remember, there is no War Prism. And Astrea, he can try to chase down this Immortal. He can try to catch it. Ooh, Force Field will block him off though. Astrea, he defends the natural. So far, so good. herO, oh, he gets depowered. Oh my god, the robot gets depowered. Massive pickup. herO, he can't reinforce. He has nothing. Yeah, he cannot repower this robo. The army turns back around. Astrea, he's holding. He is holding on. And with his own War Prism, he can now control his opponent. He can just out micro. Hunts down the robo just in case. Robo goes down. herO, he's in trouble. His initial build, his initial move out was just not successful enough. Losing the War Prism was huge. And I would love to see Astrea just keep moving out. To be fair, Astrea's ahead, right? Like, Astrea doesn't need to counterattack. I would love to see a counterattack, not gonna lie. Especially because herO has so little to work with here. I mean, when I say so little, I mean there's no micro potential with no War Prism. But Astrea, he's up a base. So technically, the correct thing to do here is for Astrea to throw down some shield batteries and to defend his natural. But I don't see any shield batteries yet. So I'm a little bit concerned. His only shield battery is in the main. And herO, he is expanding, that is true, but he's still moving out. He's throwing down a reinforcing pylon to warp in across the map. There it is, shield batteries on the way. Is it going to finish in time? You can see Astrea is scouting, looking for an expansion. Does confirm that herO is expanding. There goes second shield battery. And once the shield battery is finished, Astrea, he should be fine. He should be fine. As herO, he does run in the proxy. We do get some force fields, but again, with the War Prism, Astrea, he can work against it. Like, he's fine. Snipes a sentry. Trading shields. Astrea going for a drop across the map. Risky move. Very risky, actually. He's going across the map instead. And it's going to be on Astrea to defend without his Immortals. No Immortals, no War Prism. herO has potential. The proxy is done. There we go. You can see Astrea buying time. Throws down the wall of force fields. Does throw it down. Immortals, they get across now. They're mining at the natural. And here he has to go. He has to go here and now. He knows Astrea's out of position. We need more force fields. Up, up. We need more. There's the recall. Up. The army gets cut in half. Very nicely done. The Immortals, they do nothing. And these are that they should be cleaned up. You see here trying to shade into the main. It's not going to happen. Once again, more force fields. Here he's being locked out. And Astrea, he's holding. He should be able to clean this up. Once again, nice control, nice micro, saving the Immortals. Boys are being pulled. I mean, the Immortals of here, they are getting a lot done. And more Adepts are coming in to reinforce. Nice hold position micro. One Immortal goes down. When here he's breaking through. Yeah, he breaks through. Bit of miscontrol there from Astrea. He has one Immortal here in the main base that has not been doing anything here this entire fight. And here he does it. He has done it. This one Immortal, the Disruptor is... And Astrea is trying to reinforce. Oh my god. Last herO with the one base all in. Nova goes up. Ooh, massive connection. Actually, Astrea, he can hold. Can hold on. Did bleed out one of those Immortals. herO, he's running out of steam at least a little bit. There's another warp in. Stalkers are going down. Oh my god. Astrea is barely holding on, waiting for another one of those Novas. Probe's just now going back to mining. Gets a Stalker. One Stalker goes down. Astrea, he does reinforce once again. He's bringing out the Prism. Up, up, the War Prism. Oh my god. Takes a lot of hits. Barely survives. The Colossus. Okay, Prism goes down. The Immortal was inside. Massive pickup, but the Colossus has made it. And with the help of the Colossus, can Astrea hold on? Oh my god. He stutter stepping back. Barely trying to save it. Shield batteries within range. And Colossus does fall. I'm not sure if I'm in love with going for a Colossus instead of an Immortal, not gonna lie. And here back at him, he's mining. He's mining through his natural. Nova doesn't quite connect. The expansion of Astrea should fall. And herO takes the lead. Yeah, he's ahead in economy. That's all he needs, just the greater economy. GG gets called, and herO ties up the series 1-1. We are going to the ace match. Whew. GG. GG, well played. herO does tie things up. That was a very intense, very chaotic game. herO, he was completely all in, and I was convinced that Astrea should be okay, that he was going to be able to hold on. He had like 3 shield batteries, he had the concave, he had some very nice force fields, he had the micro with the Immortals and the War Prism as well. But if you remember, we saw a little bit of miscontrol. Astrea, he lost one Immortal early on, and he had his reinforcing Immortals stuck in the main. They weren't helping. They were not fighting. They were not a part of the big engagement, so that's another big factor as well, where Astrea, his entire army was not actually taking part in the fight. And herO did over well. GG. GG, well played. herO did over well. Very back and forth. Very close. And with that... with that, we're going all the way to game 3. Oh. As we are getting into game 3, it's going to be on Amygdala. Let's go. Getting into the ace match. Making sure everyone gets involved. Meanwhile, shout to Rocklets. Rocklets, he is the Brazilian caster, and he is bidding us adieu. It's getting quite late in Brazil, so he's going to be getting some rest. But the show will go on. And here we go. You can hear the beeps. We have that final game. We're loading into Amygdala. Oh boy. How many more hours of casting are you going to get into today? As someone did mention in the chat, yes, at this point, in 7.5 hours. In 7.5 hours, we're going to be live with some show matches at the end of the year. And I don't know if I'm going to do another cast after that. I'm still on the fence. Depends how I'm feeling, I guess. Depends how sleep deprived we are. As we're getting into the ace match and spawning in the right-hand corner of Amygdala, we have the American Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, being forced into the ace match. Can he bounce back? Can he bring it home? It is Astrea. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the red Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Dragon Kaiser Gaming from, Weibo Gaming from South Korea. Tying up the series, it is herO. Here we go. I mean, again, that last game was crazy. Remember, it started with Astrea going for the proxy into the natural? He was proxying in the natural base of herO. He's crazy. He lost his mind. Ooh, 2-gate. 2-gate opener out of Astrea. Meanwhile, herO going for a gate cybercore. Okay. So hero's cutting corners. This time, herO is going to be greedy, and Astrea has the option to counterattack with an all-in. As herO, he's skipping the second gateway. He's skipping the second gateway. He's going gate cybercore into Nexus, or gate cybercore into Stargate, then into Nexus instead. He's going for the max packs opener. But the max packs opener on Amygdala sounds crazy, and Astrea, we'll see how he responds. Meanwhile, shout out to the Squirrel Fund. Thank you so much, Squirrel Fund, for the support for the Twitch Prime. Subscribing for 8 months. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy the content. Hope you enjoy the casting. Hope you enjoy the star. Oh my god. Hope you enjoy the StarCraft. And a big shout out to PiGosaur, of course, the dinosaur behind the tournament. Oh my god. Gracias, papi, gracias. Again, PiGosaur is a big supporter and a very passionate member of the community at this point in StarCraft 2. Without PiGosaur, you know, our own tournaments would be worse off, as he does very often actually donate to our tournaments, and likewise does contribute quite heavily here to this event as well. There's a reason why this is not a Pig Monday, this is a PiGosaur Monday, as you know, PiGosaur is the second half of the pig, if you will. Let's go. So thank you so much, Papi. Gracias. Thank you so much for the gifted subs, for the 5 gifted subs in the chat, and a shout out to Valorant as well. Big shout out, as they're also gifting subs as well on Twitch for the new year. Meanwhile, back at home, herO, he is going for the faster expansion. Natural is done already. Astrea's his just begins. His expansion just begins, so a very late expansion here from Astrea. Is going for the earlier Stargate, and the pressure is going to be on Astrea to get some counter damage, because herO, he will take the economic lead. herO is going to be ahead economically. Astrea is going to be moving out with the Adepts and with the Oracles, and he needs to get some economic damage. We'll see if he can. The pressure is on. Thank you for the cast. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Feliz Año Nuevo. Happy New Year. Strange looking pig. It's the ancestor of the pig, man. The PiGosaur. As Adepts, they do get into the mineral line. Oh, they don't quite get much damage done though. Here he pulls away in time. He has his own Immortal. That again did go for the Robo Opener into Immortal. As Astrea backs off, waiting for his Oracle to come in. And again, the pressure is still on Astrea. Astrea, he pokes in, but alas, there are units in position. There's shield batteries as well. So far, the Oracle does not get any damage done. Waiting for the second Oracle. Now we can one-shot probes. And there's potential for damage in the mineral lines. There's potential. He gets 1, he gets 2. Not quite getting 3. Adepts do shade in at the same time. Oracles, they coming from behind. Oh, they don't quite get a probe. Deviating into the main. herO out of position. 6 probe kills. Very nice damage. 7 probe kills for 2 adepts. So good pickups here from Astrea. Going for the stasis under the observer. Unfortunate. herO is aware. And behind this, Astrea is working towards Blink. Likewise, so is herO. herO rushing into a 3rd Nexus. Okay, herO, I see you. Do you see Astrea keeping up? His own is on par with the 3rd of herO. 3rd bases are on the way, and we're settling into a longer game state. I mean, we spoke about this previously in the series between Astrea and Dark, just how defensive and how macro-oriented a Major League can be early on. So it looks like we are headed towards that mid-game. Stalkers, they poke in. They poke, they prod. They're rotating around. Up! Trying to pick up some key units. Does not quite get anything though. The Immortals do survive. The Immortals do live. herO, he does take down one of the Stalkers. So far, so good for herO. He's keeping up. Astrea still looking for a way in. Both players taking up into charge lots, into, I would imagine, Archon production eventually as well. Revelation here on the Observer. But again, here he's holding, getting a 3rd Immortal. Oh, getting a 3rd Immortal. Astrea does snipe the Observer in the end, just barely. Barely does punish. Decent engage, but one Stalker goes down. A misblink there from Astrea. That trades 1 for 1. Oh! Does trade. herO notices. Keen eyes out of herO. And what I'm most concerned by here is the Immortal counts. If you notice, herO, I believe, is on 4. Yeah, he's on 4 Immortals. That's an insane Immortal army. And against a mainly Blink Stalker force, herO, he will be able to overwhelm. That is also why it's so important, so imperative that Astrea does invest into a Zealot army as well to buffer as a supportive unit for those Stalkers. As Astrea does slip into the mineral line. Gets 3 probes. Astrea reinforcing with more Zealots, with more Stalkers. He's moving out. And we'll see what he can get done. Once again, he's going to be poking in. Stasis traps are denied. You're getting a little bit ambitious there. Meanwhile, that is a 5th Immortal finishing up. Jesus, that's so many Immortals. That's a beefy army. It's got 5 Immortals. Ay, ay, ay. The Zells get deflected. herO getting a 4th. Likewise, Astrea attempts his own. As we can see, Astrea just collapsing on some of these reinforcements or some of the harass. Likewise, so does herO. As Archon production is now commencing. At least from the side of herO. Astrea as well. Does dive in, going for the 3rd. That's herO, he's somewhat keeping up. He's keeping up with the expansion, forcing back Astrea. Where are the Immortals, by the way? They're still lagging behind. Not quite a part of the main fight. Astrea bleeds out a couple of Stalkers. herO is pushing in. And he's not stopping. He's not slowing down. Hero's pushing into the mineral line. Again, 5 immortals. It's crazy. And without too many zealots, Astrea, he just can't fight this. He's going to try and force his way forward. Zealots coming from behind. Astrea coming in for the surround. And they kind of catch up the army. Takes out the War Prism. No more reinforcements. Archons, they move forward. And it looks like immortals are finally going down. He gets one. Just one. Just one immortal. The rest of the other 5, they do survive. GG gets called as herO. He overwhelms. And herO, he will take the series 2-1, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. GG, well played. An impressive series here from both players, and I do see a world where Astrea gets a 2-0. Like, game 2 was so close. Game 2 was so close, so back and forth. Here in game 3, herO, he did open more economically. He got away with it. If you remember, the Oracle harass wasn't too successful, and herO was able to maintain his own lead and build up a terrifying immortal army. He had 6 immortals by the end of the game, which is crazy. And he was able to snowball out of control, was able to break through. Unfortunately, Astrea, he did attempt a surround, and things weren't looking too bad for him, but alas, the surround maybe it did hit a little bit too late. Was able to shut down the prism, not before the warp-in did complete, and herO, he was able to break through nonetheless. GG. GG, well played. herO does overwhelm, and herO is our first finalist of the night. Congratulations. Congratulations here to herO. My condolences to Astrea, but a shout out to Astrea nonetheless, because he did very well for himself making it this far. Again, he almost 2-0'd herO, and he did take down Dark as well. So big wins for Astrea. Again, he's been looking very good, very strong as of late. Very impressive. And with that, we have our first finalist, but the question becomes, who is our second finalist? Exclamation mark B in the chat if you guys want to have a look back yourselves.